The second lesson in this chapter is about complementary and supplementary angles. So you do need to know for vocabulary, complementary, supplementary, and again, linear pair. Up here, there's kind of information about the complementary and supplementary angles. Complementary works if you have two angles that add up to be 90 degrees. And the way I think about this is complementary starts off CO. If I close up the C, you can kind of see at the beginning we have a 90. So complementary angles add up to be 90. If I take supplementary, if I kind of close up the S, it looks like an 8, which reminds me then of the 180 degrees, because supplementary angles are going to have a sum of 180 degrees then. They don't necessarily have to be a linear pair here. They can actually be two separate angles, and same thing with complementary, but it has to be two angles. So down here it asks, are they complementary, supplementary, or neither? So if I were to add these two together, I'm only going to get 175. So they are neither complementary nor supplementary. If I look at these two, 75 and 15, I'm going to get 90 degrees. So these two angles are complementary. With this in mind, these two angles tell me that they are making a right angle. So I can pretty much write an equation, 2x plus 28 equals 90. Subtract 28 from both sides. So if I do that, I get x equals 31 degrees then. On the back, using the idea of supplementary, you can basically do the same thing, set up equations, only supplementary, you just have to remember, add up to be 180. So in this case, we get 19 degrees. And here, these two make a linear pair, so they're also supplementary. Linear pairs are supplementary. So 8x plus 116 equals 180. So if I subtract 116 from both sides, I get that x is 8 degrees then. So in the next one, these are just kind of some review items. I'm going to ask you to pause the video, take a look at them, and then see if you can come back and check your answers. So here you go, these are your answers. These are the two angles adjacent at 60 degrees, which would be right here. So this is XOY, so I'm looking at this Y, UOX, and this one YOZ. Angle TOW is up here. If you notice, these form a line, so they're all together 180 degrees. Finally, this one, 30 degrees, they are vertical angles. And then the adjacent angles sharing the common side OV, so that's WOV and VOZ.